Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. So today's video, I'm going to be unboxing and reviewing this Bob Ross master set. Anyone who knows me knows I'm a huge Bob Ross fan and I love his work, and my wonderful husband was so nice to get me this for Christmas. So let's get started on the video. Okay, so the box is a decent size. It's about 12 by 15, so that's not too bad. So this is what you see inside when you open it. First thing is this pamphlet that just gives you an intro on what's inside the box, and inside this pamphlet is just a step-by-step instruction on how to paint this mountain summit, which is pretty cool just in case you lose your DVD. You kind of have this backup. So everything in here looks beautiful. It's pretty much self-explanatory looking at it, but I'm gonna go over every item on here and just give you all the details on them. Okay, so this brush is a script liner brush. I didn't really use this brush. Technically, it's for making like the lines of the trees, or you can use it just to make like little small details. But when I used it to make that mountain summit, and you'll see later in the video, me painting of it, I didn't use it at all. I think I used it just to do my signature, and that was it. Okay, so this is the fan blender. This one I only use to make the grass areas or the trees. That's pretty much what I used it for. Can't really use it to make clouds. I mean, you can, but it was mainly used to make all the other grassy areas and all the trees. Okay, so this is the 1-inch landscape brush. It's commonly used in the Bob Ross wet on wet technique, and it's used to paint clouds, skies, water, mountains, trees, bushes, pretty much everything that's on the canvas. We use this brush. Now this 2-inch background brush, I hardly used it because it's so big, but I did use it to make the sky, and I also used this brush for the wet on wet technique with applying the liquid white. That was pretty much it. I didn't really use it throughout the whole painting other than like to make some of the blends. Okay, so this is the painting knife. I usually use a painting knife to mix my paints, and that's it. But with this Bob Ross whole technique thing, we had to use it on the canvas. I was a little iffy about it because I've never used my painting knife other than mixing my paint and just leaving it there. But it actually worked out good. I love the way it came out, and it's pretty sturdy and it doesn't feel cheap, and my paint mixed well with this. You also get this DVD that just gives you an introduction on what's in the master set, and he talks about everything in full detail about the products, and at the end of the video he shows you how to paint a mountain summit. So I thought that was pretty cool that they included that into the master set, just in case you were lost. Now you do get 8 different paint colors. I'm gonna put the names on there. I'm gonna try to say the name for it. Alizarin Crimson, Bright Red, Cadmium Yellow, Sap Green, Phthalo Blue, Titanium White, Midnight Black, and Van Dyke Brown. So those are the 8 colors that come with the master set. This is the infamous liquid white paint. So liquid white paint is just a secret mix from the Bob Ross company, which he used on his wet on wet oil painting technique. Now the one thing that wasn't included was the odorless thinner, and they have 2 spaces in between the liquid white. I just think it would have been nice to include his paint thinner. He has his own, but I don't know what happened, so that was the only bad thing about this set. Other than that, everything is good to go. I'm ready to paint this mountain summit, and I can't wait to show you. Okay, so I'm gonna apply this liquid white all over my canvas. You need a thin layer, and I mean really, really thin. Also, I'm mixing my paint on this piece of glass. I just got it from a picture frame, and like I said, I wish it could have came with an odorless paint thinner, but it didn't, so I'm just gonna use this one that I got from the craft store. Now, how you know your liquid white is on your canvas, you just place your finger gently on the canvas and you should get a white fingerprint on it. Welcome back. Let's start out by running all the colors on the screen. Anyways, so I'm gonna be real with you and let you know that this painting did not take me 30 minutes. It probably took me about an hour and a half, and there were so many reasons why. First, it was my first time ever painting with oil paint, so this was new to me. Also, trying to see every movement he does with the brush was a challenge. His technique is very easy, but you can tell it is unique. So while I was doing my sky blue, I went back and forth with my 1 and 2-inch brush. Now I noticed something, but in the videos he has more than 2 of the same brushes. So that kind of threw me off on my time limit because I had paused the video and tried cleaning my 1 brush I had, and trust me, I tried cleaning it really good. I was beating the devil with it, but there was still some blue residue. So when I went back and tried to make my clouds by just using my titanium white, and my clouds didn't come out as opaque as I wanted to. I was disappointed with the way my clouds came out, but like I said, it was my first time, and I think in the future I would really take my time on cleaning my brushes with the paint thinner, or just get another brush. By the way, I'm using a canvas I got from a local craft store, if you were wondering, and the canvas wasn't the problem at all. But I would like to include that on the pamphlet it says you'll need a canvas, be sure it is of very good quality, one that doesn't absorb the liquid white, leaving you with a dry surface. Canvas boards or single prime canvases are not recommended. Bob Ross canvases are smooth, pre-stretched, double prime canvases with a lightly grayed tint, allowing you to see proper application of the liquid white. So that's a very good tip, and hopefully you get the right canvas. I luckily did, so I didn't have a problem with that. Now, making the mountains made me nervous. Usually when I have a palette knife, like I said, I use it to mix my paint with it, but in this case I had to use it to make my mountains, so it wasn't difficult, it just takes practice. I was getting the hang of it and more comfortable once my hand was getting used to the palette knife. The snow part also made me nervous because you needed a lighter hand pressure, but in my head I was like, don't mess this up. All in all, I was psyching myself out, and I should have looked at all my mistakes as happy accidents. Was that too cheesy? So moving on, my hand got used to the brushes. They did work in the form on how he was doing it, so no problems with that. But when I had to do the grass part area, my darker paint was mixing with my lighter paint. I hope that makes sense. So the part below the mountain, I don't know if I put too much paint on the canvas, like the liquid white, and that was the cause of my dark paint getting lighter, or it was my technique. All I know that this happened throughout the rest of the painting, but I wasn't too worried about it. I mean, it came out looking good, but not as dark as I wanted my trees to look. They were still happy trees though, and I could have totally fixed this after I finished letting it dry and go back and make things more darker or even lighter, but I wanted to leave it like that to show you exactly what you're working with. So like I said before, he has more than 2 of the same brushes, so I had to go back and clean each brush, and I felt like I was wasting paint thinner. You can't use water, so I didn't go near that, but just cleaning my brushes back and forth stressed me out a little, but not to the point where I wanted to give up. I had fun making this, and just creating something like this was amazing. I have never done this, and I definitely recommend this for beginners who want to try oil painting. Now, would I do this again? Absolutely. And I'm not saying that because I'm a huge Bob Ross fan, and of course there were a lot of pros and cons with this set, but all that could be fixed, and I actually enjoyed it. Next time I will be better prepared, and I will probably purchase more brushes. So yeah, I give this a thumbs up. I want to see if I can make the same look but with different brands and see if it works the same. Let me know down on the comments below if you would like to see me make that video. I hope you enjoyed this. Thanks so much for watching. I really had fun painting this mountain summit, and I hope this video gave you a lot of info about this set. Don't forget to hit that notification bell so you'll know when a new video is up. And I also want to apologize because I didn't post a video last Friday. I had a family emergency. I couldn't get around editing or filming. So I will see y'all next Friday, and happy painting and God bless.